Hi, I'm Mike, Fylde Flips. I'm a reseller based in Northwest England. Welcome to the video. Thank you for joining me. In this one, we are doing a picking video. I've just been away to Lake District for a long weekend. Just got back and there's 40 items that have sold while we've been away. Been away for 3 days. So yes, lots to go out. A mixture of stuff, some good stuff, some kind of bits and pieces. Not everything is like of a great value here, but there are some decent-ish bits amongst it all. And it's going to take a long time to get all the stuff packaged up, but let's do it. We literally got back a couple of hours ago. It's now 8 o'clock at night, and I'm picking everything now ready for the morning. Hopefully my bubble wrap turns up tomorrow. It's overdue by like 5 days, so I don't have much bubble wrap. If it does not arrive, I'm going to have to go in, I don't know, buy loads of those little packs that you pay loads for like Tesco or whatever. But hopefully it will arrive. I'm also running a little bit low on boxes as well. They should arrive by now as well. Thought they would have been like waiting outside when I got home from my breakaway, but nope, they're nowhere to be seen. They've both been delayed in transit. With all the stuff that's going on this time of year, the strikes and all that. Anyway, how are you guys anyway? Are you doing okay? How have your sales been to the resellers out there? I'm not going to delay any longer. 40 items, let's get to it. I'm going to just get through them as quickly as I can on this one. And otherwise we will be here until Christmas, still going through them. So the first item is this. It's family ski and snowboard for the Nintendo Wii. Only got £5.09 on this. 15% off sale, still going on. Where is it? It should be here somewhere. There it is. £5.09, free delivery, not a lot of money. If this was bundled in with a load of stuff at some point in the past, have no idea from when. Next, 2 lots of TY Beanie Babies, these, and another one I'll show you in a second. These went for £5.94 plus postage on top. These were part of a large bundle I got ages ago. And this one, £5.09, different customers. Not sold any of these for a while, and they just happened to have sold at the same time now. So it's a chicken, or is it turkey? It's that one, isn't it? Turkey, kiwi bird, duck. That one. And the other one was a fish. There we go, that one. I don't think there's much left now. Still got those Cornish pasty peeps that I picked up, if anybody remembers them. They had quite a lot of interest, these. I think I need to probably take them off and then list them again. Yeah, that's all I've got left. I'm going to get straight on to the next one. Next we have this billionaire game. I always pick this up when I see it. It always seems to sell. I don't know why this one's so popular, to be honest, because there's not much to it at all. But £12.74 plus postage is what I got for this. This again went in the 15% off sale. A lot of this stuff has actually. This 15% off sale always works quite well for me. This is just up here. Just about reach it. That's what it is. Just there. Nice easy ship on that one. Another 15% off sale item. £6.76 plus postage on this. I paid £1 or £2 for this from the tip shop, but it was like a year ago, so not the best buy right here. I think this is up here, or it might be. I've put a little message actually. It says that it's at the very right top shelf behind everything. In here? In here? I don't remember seeing it in here anytime recently. Oh, hang on, is it? Oh, it's here. Yeah, I'm sure I put very right shelf. Anyway, it's right there at the back. I'll just grab it. So there it is. It's a little bit worse to wear, the packaging. Stated in the listing, obviously. And check this out. I just picked this up the other day for, what was it? £1.25 it was, yeah. They had a few of these, but only one that was like this with this dinosaur on the top. I think this was only available at a cinema when it came out. I don't know which one, but I thought that was pretty cool for £1.25. Next we have 2 DVDs going out. This one and another one, £5.94. They're both from this range where it has the handle. I don't know why these are popular, but they are for some reason. I think they originally kind of came out in Australia or something. I'm not entirely sure, but they do work in the UK. I had a few that weren't new, like this one, which I tested out, and yeah, they work perfectly fine. They are just down here. You can see there what I've got. Most of these are that range. So this one is Miffy's Adventure. Just that one. Just there. Free postage on these as well. I always send video games and DVDs free postage. And this went for £5.94, free postage. And it is just down here. Is it that one? Yeah, that one right there. By the way, I got all these from a charity shop. The vast majority of them anyway, I got in one go from a charity shop, and I paid very little for them. I think it was, oh, I don't know, was it £2 for £1, £3 for £1, £4 for £1, something like that. They were cheap. They were really cheap. Some of them were new, some of them weren't. Most of them have now sold. At one point I had loads of them. Most of them were worthwhile selling separately. A few of them I've bundled up, like this one here. When it's like less desirable ones, I've bundled them up. This brand new jigsaw only went for £4 plus postage. Not a lot on this one at all. And I've had it listed forever. It's only a cheap, like, I think it was an Aldi one or the Works, something like that. I don't know how much I paid for this. I really cannot remember. I've actually had this for about 2 years, so who knows? I can't imagine I would have paid a lot, probably from a car boot sale for £1 or something like that. Whatever it was, I've obviously not made a lot of money. Not a good buy on this one. Next is this. This went for £8, free postage, and it is just here. Right there. Not sure where that was from. I think it was part of a bundle, like a wee bundle I picked up at some point. Next is a tie. It's an M&S tie. I bought loads of ties in the past. I don't really tend to pick them up very often anymore. There are good ones out there, but the few and far between I find. Not sure how much this owes me. It's a very low sale as well. £1.27 plus postage on this. Not a lot. And I'm pretty sure this is it, although the colour in real life does look a bit different to, well, I suppose that's not far off, right? That to that. But anyway, I'm sure they're not going to complain when it's such a low cost item. And somebody's making me an offer on a cookie jar right now. Yeah, this is the item they're offering on, £11.50. That is not enough for me. I'm going to go back with my same amount of £13 plus postage. Any less than that, and it's just not worth me doing. That's what I'll do. 13. In fact, no, I did £12.99, so I better do the same, right? £12.99. That is my absolute minimum. And just as that offer came through on the cookie jar, this person has just bought this and paid for it. So that's 41 items going out now. This went for £13.59 plus postage, I think it is. Had this for quite a while. Got it this car boot season though, I think. Anybody remember this one? I thought this was really nice, but not had much interest, to be honest. Right, let's keep going. Next is this Game of Life board game. This is the one I had when I was a kid, but this one doesn't really do too well anymore. It used to, I think, a few years ago when I first started picking them up, but now, nah, not really worth it. Maybe there's just too many people out there trying to sell the same ones. £12 plus postage, still made a little bit of a profit. Where are we? It's quite a large box, this one. Where is it? There it is, just there. So there it is. As I say, quite a big one. Although I'm selling most stuff every now. Anyway, with all the delays of raw mail. But let's face it, they're all delayed, right? I've had issues. Let's just say I've had issues. Things going missing. Things getting there really late. I hope you guys are faring better than I am. No really disappointed customers yet, but I feel like it's coming because I've been sending a lot out. A lot of stuff is not getting there in very quick time. So fingers crossed that this one gets there to the customer in good time. And the person has just accepted the £12.99 plus postage on this. That's it. I will go and grab that in a minute from the shed. Next is this, another jigsaw, £11.89 plus postage. This I've had for a little while. Thought this was really nice, but there has been a bit of interest in it, but nobody's actually gone ahead and bought it. But this customer has, with 15% off sale, and it is brand new sealed as well, vintage, brand new sealed, and it's just here. So there it is. Yeah, nice little jigsaw there. Obviously a Christmas gift, I would imagine. Next we have this. This is a Black Sheep brewery, like little, I don't know, I think originally this would have just had 4 bottles of beer in it. Probably just sold out of the supermarket like that, I think. But I saw this and it wasn't a lot. I think it was like $2.50 or something in a charity shop. Figured somebody would want it. And had a bit of interest. It sold for £15 plus postage, and it's just here. Move the Saturn on my Sunny D 3-on-3. Anybody remember this? I actually took part in this when I was a kid. It's just here, taking up lots of room, so nice to get a bit more room back on these shelves. That's all it is. I think it's quite a nice item. That'd look cool in a little home bar or something, wouldn't it? Next is this Lake Masters EX on the PlayStation 2. It's brand new sealed, and I got this as part of that bundle that I got from the charity shop last year, PS2 bundle. So $5.94, free postage. Not a great deal, but that's only what it's worth. Yeah, there it is, just there. But this is one of 3 brand new sealed games I got from that bundle. These 2 I've got as well. These are brand new sealed. Robot Warlords and Fighting Fury, neither of which are really worth that much. So most of the things left up here are in these boxes. We've got 1 item of plush from there to get as well. So let's go. So next is this Lego Torch, £8.50 plus postage is what I got for it. This was part of that big Lego stuff bundle I got. I got a load of alarm clocks and a load of torches. All listed now, a couple have sold. I think this is the first torch that I have sold, and it is in box U. I probably had, what, I don't know, a couple of pounds into each one if you divide it all up. It wasn't a lot. Also got one of these games with it as well, and a money box, which I'll be getting in a minute, has also sold. So you can see what I've got. Not everything's in here though. I've only seemed to put, I think I've put the alarm clocks in here that are left. I think everything else is elsewhere. I think £8.50 plus postage on this one is quite good. I don't think they often go for that much. This just plain one like this. Next is this, and sorry by the way if there's a bit of noise in the background in this video. We've just got back from being away, so it's very hectic here. So we've got a lot of stuff going on all at once. And yeah, if you hear any unusual noises, that's what it is. I don't think there'll be anything too unusual, don't worry. $6.99 plus postage on this. These have kind of died a death now for me, to be honest. So don't know if I'd recommend buying these anymore. I suppose you can get them cheap enough, maybe they'd be worth it. But I've got a few of these still, and nobody really wants them anymore. So obviously not as popular as they once were. They used to sell quite well. But still a little profit. I probably only paid like 50p a pound for this. I would imagine I never pay much for these things. So a little profit, but hey, it's all right. Only small, doesn't take much room to store. Should be in box K, just here. Probably going to be buried a little bit because I have had it a little while. There it is. Rosie. That was one of the better ones. Rosie and Emily were quite good at one point, but no longer. So next we have 2 things that were in the same box. This, which is a Del Boy little kind of plush talking toy thing. And I got that when I got like this. And another one. And shout out to the person who left a comment on my video. He saw my video and then he went to Home Bargains, I think they were selling them at. And he got a couple of gold ones, I think, that were worth a lot of money. Now, weirdly, the day I put that video out, or the day he'd left the comment, I think it was, I went to Home Bargains as well and saw that these were being sold there. I had no idea when I picked them up from the boot sale that these were being sold in Home Bargains. No idea. So it was weird that I'd put that video out, he'd seen it, gone and got the gold ones, and I'd gone as well on the same day and seen them. I nearly bought everything they had, but I decided not to because I thought they were a bit too much. They were only $6.99, I think, in Home Bargains, but they were sold out like the following week when I went in, so I'm guessing they don't hang around long when they do get them in. Maybe they were a limited thing, like a lot of things in Home Bargains, like a limited run or something. But yeah, if you can find these, any of this range in the gold, as long as you're paying the right price, obviously, they're worth picking up. This right here went for £21.24. This is one of those hamsters, singing, dancing hamsters. Is it Gemmy or Jemmy or something? The brand, something like that. It is just down here in box R, along with Del Boy Trotter. Let's get it. There's our boy, just there, and hamster, just there. And while I've got a box with lots of room in it, I'm gonna get all this stuff in here, so I'll be back with you in just a second once I've done that. Oh yeah, I picked this up a while ago as well and it didn't work. It was only £1 from the charity shop. It doesn't work. There's nothing wrong with the battery compartment, but yeah, just not working at all, nothing there. But I thought I'd put him together with this guy. There's not many other people are doing that on eBay, so I figured I'd do that. He works, by the way. He's a little bit kind of clanky, just a little bit. I think that's probably just how they are. But he's got a little baby now. It was meant to be, right? Yes, and if you hadn't noticed, I am wearing a Only Fools and Horses Christmas jumper. I only just realised. I was like looking at this and I was thinking, hang on. Yeah, I hadn't even thought. But there you go. I do like a bit of Only Fools and Horses. I'm not like a massive fan or anything. I used to watch it back in the day. Anybody still watch it? It'd be good if they brought back like a Christmas special or something, wouldn't it? That'd be good. Next is this. It's a Wii bundle. At last I've sold a Wii bundle. They just don't sell for me anymore. I mustn't be doing it right. I don't know. I thought my photos are okay. I test them all. I usually do like a photograph of games running. I've not on this one, so maybe that's the difference. But this is not the most desirable one. It's missing flaps and stuff. And it was a little bit yellowed, some of it, I think. So, you know, it had its issues, but it's fully working. A couple of games, nothing special really. But £27.50 free postage. This is going to cost me about £5, maybe £5.50 to send it. So yeah, not a great deal of money on this one. Just here, I think it's all in this one bag, is it? Yeah, yes it is. £6.79 on this. It's a little plush toy. Got this for free effectively because it was mine or my sister's when we were younger. Nobody wanted it, so I put it on eBay. And it is just in here. No, it's not. It is in F. Just a second. It's just here somewhere. There it is. Right there. The Skylanders game went for £3.50 plus postage. This was part of a large Skylanders bundle that I got in the past. Yeah, this was just like a random extra game that I had. This is all that it's worth. Some of these Skylander games I think can be worth a little bit, depending on what console you got them on and that. But this one, nah, it's one of like the least valuable ones. Right here, that's what it is. Last item in here is this. It's Terrence from Terrence and Philip, which is a South Park thing. 50p is what I paid for this, and I got £8 plus postage. I had a few issues with this. It was a little bit dirty, gave it a good clean. And it's like peeling here on the feet. It is in one of these boxes here. So it's in box 2, which is this one. Hopefully it's somewhere accessible. Come on. Be somewhere easy to get to, please. Oh, by the way, this. Look out for this one. This is the Queen carrot. Worth a little bit of money. You can find them. I just randomly found it recently in a video. Did I do a video on it? I can't remember if I did actually. Hey, I think we got him right down at the very bottom, isn't he? It's about as difficult a place as it could be. And there he is. Only a little one. You can see, there's his feet. But overall, not too bad condition. And that's it for in here. Let's go down to the sheds and get the stuff from out of there. Hopefully it's not too dark because it is night time now. I will do my best to illuminate as best I can. By the way, does anybody remember this? I had this when I was a little boy. I completely forgot this even existed, but look. Fisher Price, Power Workshop, paid £3 from a charity shop for it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to give this to my son, but I thought I'd just give you guys a quick look. Yeah, I've not even looked if the pieces are here. Oh god, look at that. Nostalgia. Oh yeah, I remember this so well. I love this thing. Oh my god, oh it's working. Battery's just going to still be in it. But it works. honestly, I didn't even check that out. I just saw it. I thought for £3. I ain't messing around. Just grab it. Just grab it. I don't think it's going to be in a video that I didn't video that day. Hence me showing you now. Let's have a look. These batteries are going to be alright. Yeah, they're recent batteries. Them, yep, absolutely perfect. Nothing wrong with that. And if I was to sell this, there is a little bit of money in it. Not a huge amount, but this particular one seems to be a bit rarer than some of the others that they did. So we will probably keep it, at least for now. At least for now, and then probably eventually we'll let go of it, sell it on. I also sold this on eBay, and I was quite excited when this sale came through. I think it was went for about 70. We were back and forth with the offers, and it sold, and he paid, and I was like, yes, that's a good sale. That only paid £1 for this from a charity shop. But then he sent a message through saying, just checking it is the large one, right? I was like, it's what it says it is in the listing. So the measurements are in the listing, in the photographs, and it was very clear. You know, there's a picture of me like holding it, or my partner holding it, so you could see how big it was compared to your hand. Do you know what I mean? And there's a whole back and forth, and he was like, no, you know, it should be listed as this. And I'm like, no, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's a miniature replica of a lightsaber, and there you go. So anyway, he cancelled. So I'd packaged it up. I'd nearly sent it out, but yeah, cancelled. That would have been a nice sale. But because he's cancelled, and this really annoys me with eBay. Sorry if it's a bit dark in here. This annoys me. Like, so I've got a sale on, 15% off. Now, he's bought it. He's paid for it. Done. Now, this was in the sale. Now, I have to relist it. It's relisted. It's no longer in the sale because it has to have been up for so long before it can make it to the sale. So this that really annoys me, because I really think this would have sold in that sale, in the 15% off sale that I've got. And you also lose all your watches as well. Now, I think maybe eBay sent a message to the people who are watching it saying it's actually back for sale again. I think they do. I hope they do. Not everybody checks their emails and stuff though. So I had loads and loads and loads of watches on this, loads of interest, and now I have none. Yes, not happy, but it'll go. It'll go. There's been enough interest so far that it will go, but I don't know if it'll go now this side of Christmas, but there you go. And he was like, oh, you should list, you should list it like this. I'm like, do not tell me what I should be doing. Do you know what I mean? It's very, very clear. I put measurements on almost everything I sell. I will block them. I will block them. I've not done yet, but I will do. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, to the shed. Let's get the rest of the stuff. Let's go. A lot of tangents in this video, I know, but now I am now in the kitchen. I won't show you the kitchen right now because it is in a state, as I say, we've just been away. It is, the stuff everywhere is washing everywhere, washing up to do. Everything is everywhere right now. This right here is a Flanimals brand new and sealed complete book selection. I've got this while I was away in the Lake District. Very, very briefly, there was a market on in Keswick, and they had all of these Disney showcase figurines, like maybe 100 of them. There was about 3 different stalls that had them. There was also other stuff as well, like good stuff, and I was just like immediately like reseller kind of mindset, but I was supposed to be on holiday, do you know what I mean? I was just like, oh, I can't really be doing this right now, but I was trying to get them to give me some prices. Like, some things were priced up quite well, some things were priced up ridiculous, and a couple of people were just like, I think it was all for charity, so I get it, I get it. Although it wasn't very kind of like obvious it was for charity, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure it was all for charity. But they were like, there was this Game of Thrones like castle, light up castle thing, and he was like, oh, it goes for $350 in America, and I'm thinking, well, maybe it does. Let's just say that it does. High end, $350, brand new, probably in the box, right? Guaranteed for a year, maybe 2 years, something like that. It's not from a market stall in a town or city. Do you know what I'm trying to say, right? They were just And then I don't know, I nearly bought a few of them, and then I picked up another couple, and they were fake. They were very obviously fake, and I was just like, yeah, they were. I mean, the legit ones were legit. I'm talking about the Disney showcase ones now, statues. There's like a Cruella de Vil, there was like a Lion King one, there was loads of different ones. And on another day, if it was Blackpool, if it was, you know, if I was in the reselling frame of mind, I might have made an offer on everything. I might have done. But the one particular stall who was like, he was like, make me an offer. I'm like, but you just told me $350 in America. I said, I'm not going to be able to come close to that. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, that's enough on that, because I didn't really want to go into that right now. But I was in a bit of a downer then, because I was like, oh, all that, you know, it's like you're walking away from all this money you could make. You know, I definitely could have made some good money on that stuff, but you know, it's like nobody else was interested in it either. It was still there like a few hours later, and we walked past, like it was all just there, like all of it. Whereas like if that was like a boot sale around here, it would have all been just gone. None of it had boxes or certificates either, I'd say that as well. So, you know, apart from the Game of Thrones stuff I mentioned. And this I did buy from Ambleside in the Lake District, from a bookstore. He had said he'd literally just marked it down from $29.99, which is a lot, to $9.99. And it's the brand new Flanimals book set. And these don't come up very often new at all. But yeah, this should do okay. If I can get it on quickly before Christmas, I reckon I can maybe get 40 for this, maybe. If I've sold it by the time I put this video out, because this video is going to be delayed by about a week, maybe 2 weeks at least, actually. I'll get it out before Christmas, but only just, probably. But if it's sold before then, I'll let you know. But also, we are missing this book, The Blelchling. I didn't know this existed, so we're big fans of like Ricky Gervais and Flanimals in general. And I need to go and try and find the Blelchling book, because then I'll have no guilt about selling this set, because we have the rest of them. But that's a good buy, and it fulfilled my need to resell while I was away. Anyway, let's get to the shed at last. Let's go. So let's grab this. $12.99 plus postage is what I got for it. Should just be up here. I think it's right in the corner there. Next is these went for £21.24. I got a bit of a bundle of Portmeirion stuff from a charity shop, and these were part of it. These were like some of the loose plates. I got a couple of new things as well. These are just loose ones. Let me have a look. So it's two different designs. Both have like butterflies on them. Pretty sure it's going to be these at the bottom. Yeah, it's these two. And that one. Next is this, and I'm very glad that this has gone pre-Christmas, because it's in the way. It's a big thing. I sold this as a set. I got this from a jumble sale trail this year, the only one I ended up doing this year, and now I don't even know how much I paid. It wasn't a lot. I got a load of stuff bundled up together, maybe 10 at the most for this and the rest of it that's down there. At the most, not a lot at all. It did take quite a lot of cleaning this. It was pretty grim, if I'm being honest, but I cleaned it. It took me about half an hour. So this wasn't a complete set, this particular one, and nor was the Megazord. It was just whatever the person had, which was like 4 figures, random figures, and a few projectiles and stuff. 50 quid plus postage. Decent enough profit. Yes, it's annoying to package this thing, but it's not too bad. Definitely some gaps opening up in places now. Got gaps everywhere. I need to have a bit of a like reshuffle. I'm going to wait till after Christmas to do that, and I'll free up a load of space once I've done that. Next is this Sadler teapot. I have had this for ages, but I've had loads and loads and loads of offers on this, and it's one of them where I'm like, I'm not, you know, for the time it takes to package it, I'm not going to let it go for less than 10 quid. That's what I had in my mind. Everyone else had been coming in under that, but we came to an agreement on this one for £12 plus postage. I'm happy enough to do that. Don't usually pick up like teal coffee pots by themselves, but this one I took exception on, because just, I really like the design. And I've sold this same design in different things before, like the jars, like the ceramic jars. If you could ever find this design in the jars, that they do quite well. They come in different colours as well. As a green, that's quite nice that they do in this design. Another cookie jar here, £18 plus postage. There it is. Only paid £1 for this from a fairly recent boot sale. So nice little profit on that. Nothing too special about this one, to be honest, but it's just nice and plain. Sometimes nice and plain. That's what does it for people. This is literally just sold. Just missed it on camera. £8.49, free postage. I'm gonna grab that in a minute. Which takes us up to 43 items to go out now, I think. I'm losing track. 43-ish items. And a lot of this stuff I know is like lower end stuff, and which is quite annoying, but at the same time it's fine. Like, that just happens. Sometimes you have a weekend and you'll sell all the best stuff. Sometimes you have a weekend like this weekend where I'm selling mostly the lower end things, but it's fine. It's fine, really. I mean, we'll see at the end how much money we're actually going to make from this stuff, because as I'm doing this right now, I'm really not that sure. I'll have to kind of go back, look what I paid for stuff. I'll give you a bit of an idea of how much we've made at the end. So stay tuned for that. These went for £25.49 plus postage. They are Dunelm Mill Poppy Design jars. Now these, for a while, did really well. As soon as I listed them, they would sell really quick. But that has definitely gone down a bit. Right now, I've got 3 sets of these. Only 2 listed. Also got the cookie jar that used to be really popular as well. They are still popular, they just don't go for quite as much as they used to. So yeah, only usually pick these up for like £1 each at the most. Now, which set is it is the question, because I have 2 that are very similar. So here we go. So here, one of them is slightly chipped. There's a slight kind of mark. Yeah, so it's this set because that's the chip on there. And I'll probably now go and get photographs of the other set that I've got in the other shed that's not photographed them yet. Didn't want to have 3 sets going on at the same time. Next is this. This is an Art Bisto gravy jug. I got this from a boot sale quite recently. I think it was £1, maybe £1.50, something like that. And it is just here. Good condition. So this, we got £22.50 plus postage on this. She's actually asked that I don't post it until Wednesday, so that is what I'm going to do. Well, in fact, she said post it as late as you possibly can. I said, well, Wednesday is the day it has to go by, so I will post it on Wednesday, this one. But I'm going to pick it now, get it packaged now, ready for dropping off on Wednesday. I need 2 hands for this one, just bear with me. So there it is, quite a nice one, this, I think. Vintage, I think. I mean, it's got to be going on like 20-30 years old, I think, but it's hard to say on this one. There is no date on it or anything. Got this empty tin here. I recently sold this same tin, but found it again at the boot sale for 50p, was it? I think it's 50p. Sold this one for £8 plus postage. It's just there. It's just an empty tin. It's just quite nice. On one side it's like a Christmas scene, on the other side it's just a regular scene. And yeah, I do like these tins. They're not all worth money, but this particular one's quite nice. And then the last thing from in here is this. It's a WKD cocktail cone. I had 4 of these, got them for less than £1 each from the boot sale. Thing is, the person who sold me these, I think they had loads. I think they had loads and loads, and they'd only brought like 4 that day. I really wish I'd kind of got their number or something and got the rest of them, but I wasn't to know at that point of picking them up that they were actually going to be worthwhile, you know, worth much money at all. And they're not worth a huge amount, but I've sold them all for what, between £10 and £13, I think. And you know, when you're paying less than £1 for it, and it doesn't cost much to send them at all, and they're not really going to get damaged in transit, yeah, worthwhile. The only thing is they are quite bulky, I suppose. That's all they are. It's a novelty kind of thing. It'd look cool like in a bar or something, wouldn't it? I don't know if people are actually going to use this, but there you go. Last one I have, and hopefully I'll find some more in the boot sale season next year. So let's go to the other shed to get the last few items. Next to these German heart-shaped mugs from a German Christmas market. These went for the full asking price of £24.99 plus postage, which is nice. We only paid £1.25 each, or £1.50 each, I think it was. Partner actually bought these very recently. I think they are up here. Sorry if it's a bit dark, but it is like 9-10 o'clock at night now. I've lost track of time. It's been a very busy day today. We've been up really early, had a full day in the lakes, and then came home late. Not even had any tea yet or anything. And that's what they are. Hopefully you can see them. Quite nice. Nice heart-shaped ones. I don't think I've ever seen heart-shaped ones of these before. Next is this. This only went for £5.09 plus postage. This one is not fantastic. Also, somebody had broken the handle off and glued it back on. Paid £2 for this from a boot sale, so obviously not a lot of money there, but that's my mistake for not noticing the damage at the boot sale. So some of these face mugs can be okay, but I'm finding a few of them not so much. I know a bit better now which ones to pick up, which ones not to bother with. So next is one of these Minions fart blasters. This is kind of a bread and butter thing for me. Whenever I find them, I pick them up, and they always sell for about a tenner, thereabouts, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. These two both sold on the 15% off sale for £8.49. I have two of these. I just did a quantity of 2 listing, and they both sold over the same weekend. And they're both in one of these boxes here. Just in here. I think they're both in here. I hope they're both in here anyway. I'm pretty sure I listed them at the same time. There we go. And they're both in very good condition, so I was happy to just do quantity of 2 listing. What I actually tend to do when it's like this, I get them both, I look for any flaws on them, and I put photographs of the worst bits of both, if there are worst bits, you know. With these, they're very good condition, but that's what I tend to do, just to cover your own back. Do you know what I mean? Like, because people could say, oh, that's not the same, it's not the one you've shown, even though, I mean, nobody's going to do that on these, but if it's something more expensive and you're doing quantities, you just happen to have 2 or 3 of them, and they're pre-owned, then you just got to make sure that you're kind of covering your own back. That's what I'm trying to say. Here's an oxtail soup bowl, just one single one. I don't bother with these anymore most of the time. If I can pick them up really cheap though, like less than 50p, then I will do sometimes, but I don't know if I'll bother going forward at all, even if they're like free. Maybe if they're free, you know what I'm like. What I've got left are in here, and it's going to be this one because it's the only one I've got, oxtail soup. So this is that tray, £13.59 plus postage on this, and it's just down here. This is where I keep most of my trays. It is quite a big one, in fact bigger than I remember, kind of annoyingly big, but there you go. It's lightweight though, at least won't cost much to send. This here is a steamer, like vegetable steamer or rice steamer, £6 plus postage. This is missing the bit in the middle, hence it not going for quite as much as they usually do. Not that they go for that much anyway, but if you're picking them up for like 50p or £1, then they can be just about worth it. If they go for like tenner, this should just be up here. There it is, just that. If you can ask me where I got it from, I have no idea. I picked up loads of these this year. Don't know why. Don't think I'd ever seen them before this year. I picked a load up this year. They've all gone now. The rest of them all had the separator in the middle and went fairly quickly. This one, not so much. But there you go. It is now gone. We are nearly there. Next is these. £8.49 plus postage. These were mine from when I was younger. So yeah, I thought I would get rid of these. I'm not going to watch them on either on VHS. Some good films there. You've got Mail, Sleepless in Seattle. So £8.49, they are in Damson, which is right down there. Let's just get them 1 second. I'll get them in a second, but I'll get this first because this is just here in this one. Did you see that? It's been a long day. £8.49 plus postage. Again, this was part of that bundle of like alarm clocks, Lego alarm clocks, and all, you know, the other stuff, the torches and bits and pieces. So this, I don't know, what do I have into this? £1 or £2, something like that. He did do me a good deal. I expected half of those clocks like to maybe not work or something, but they all worked. Everything worked that he sold me. and everything was in pretty good condition. There was like 2 battery compartments had a little bit of leaky battery, but that might be me to some extent, like, because I had left them for a good few months before I got around to listing them. But that's what it is, just that little money box. Here we go, there they are, proper vintage. So here's that game that's just sold, £8.49, free postage, and it's just here. That one. So this item, got this from a charity shop fairly recently for, I don't know, a few pounds, £3 or £4 I think. I remember the charity shop it was from. Not too long ago at all, this one actually, about 6 weeks, 2 months, something like that ago, and had lots of interest since the day I listed it. And again, it's this whole groovy chick bang on the door thing. It's brand new with tags. It's technically a lunch bag, but you could use it for anything. I think I'm thinking of this bag. It's this one, which I've had lots of interest in, but it's not this one that's sold. It's not. So I don't know where this is. I definitely have it. I've definitely not like sold it or anything. Where is it? I feel like it might be on a shelf. I found it. It is down here. Why have I put it down there? I really don't know. But there it is. It's a 2004 on this, so not quite vintage, but still quite rare. So yeah, I am shattered. It's now 10:30, and yeah, I'm going to wait until tomorrow to even start any of this. I was thinking maybe just getting the easy stuff done today and do the rest in the morning, but I've had enough. It's been a long day, and I've got tomorrow off, so I don't usually have Tuesdays off, but I've got tomorrow off, partly because there's a school thing happening after school, so it's like a Christmas fair, so we're going to do that. But also got 2 days, I had 2 days left to use of holiday time. So tomorrow is going to be a really busy day. I'm getting up early. I've got a load of stuff I want to get photographed. It's like a last kind of go at getting some bits and bobs, Christmassy bits listed, including that Flanimals. There's certain things that I really want to get on. So yeah, I'll fast forward to tomorrow, hopefully after I've done all the packaging, and I'll probably be like, oh God, thank God that's done. I don't know about you guys though, I've been struggling to get every parcel shops to take in my parcels. It's been a bit of a nightmare. On some days I've been driving around to like 5 different shops to unload the parcels. And right here I've got 43 items, although some of it is going to be raw mail, but I'm going to stick with Every for most of it, just because I don't know. I don't quite trust raw mail anymore with things. I just don't. Like, things have been getting lost. Things have been taking ages and ages to get there. Got something that was delivered today that should have been there nearly a week ago. And yeah, I mean, at least it got there, because I was thinking, nah, that's it. Not going to get there. We got there today, thankfully. But yeah, I can't. At least most of the time, I don't have any issues with Every. The majority of the time, the stuff gets there within a reasonable amount of time, and gets there undamaged, as long as you package it quite a lot. I know you have to package it a bit more with Every than you do with raw mail, I find. Raw mail shooting themselves in the foot. I mean, I know it's a very complicated issue. It's not simple. If it was simple, it would have been solved by now. I get it. I don't blame any particular person, although it is like the higher ups at raw mail, really, isn't it, that are causing all these issues. I worry for them just collapsing. That's not good for anyone. If that happens, can you imagine what we would have, like the pandemonium as a reseller, as any kind of online seller? Can you imagine what that would be like? Whether you use raw mail or not, it would just cause utter havoc. And I don't want that to happen. I don't think anybody does. And obviously it would be a lot of jobs gone. But if they cannot sort something out before Christmas, how long is it going to go on for? Because this is the busiest time of year, and a lot of people are losing faith in them. Again, I know it's a complicated matter. I understand that. And I don't know the ins and outs of everything. I've heard bits of this and bits of that, but they just can't obviously come to any kind of agreement, and it has a knock-on effect to everyone. But yes, Merry Christmas to everyone. But no, I hope you have a great time. Just, you know, make the most of what you've got. And it's going to be a little bit of a difficult one for me this year, to be honest, with losing my dad earlier in the year. It's not going to be the same, but I've got to, you know, do it for my kids. And I do love Christmas, and nothing is really going to change that. But, you know, my mind might be kind of elsewhere a bit this Christmas. I know a lot of people have lost people close to them with COVID and everything else recently. So, but, you know, just make the most of it and say, enjoy what you do have. That's something I've learnt a lot in the last couple of years. Just enjoy the little things, go on that holiday if you can, do that little break, you know, pick your kids up from school, that extra time, that kind of thing. Not to get too kind of deep, but that's my mindset right now. It keeps me going, and, you know, it's, yeah, that's how it is. So, yeah, I'm going to fast forward now to tomorrow when I've hopefully done all the packaging. And I could breathe a bit easier, but then I still have to get Herbie's to take all these parcels in, which is going to be a challenge, especially at that time of the day. Like, early morning has been more successful for me. So check it out, that's what 43 items look like unpackaged. It's going to be a busy day tomorrow. So it's the next morning now. There's 3 more things that have sold overnight. One is this, I got £5.09 plus postage on this, and I think this is one that I picked up like very recently. That's it. Just a little one, little plate. This particular range of Port Merion wasn't really worth much. I'm surprised it's actually sold at all, to be honest. The only people who managed to sell these were in like sets of them, so just have one random plate like this, but not taking long to sell. I was just about to tell you about this, and I don't know if you just saw it then, but it came up. It is a bread bin. This is sold. It is one that looks just like that, but it's not that one. It's one that is down there in that corner, so I'm going to grab that in a second. I didn't really want to be dealing with bread bins today. We've got enough to do as it is, but there you go. That is how it is. That's why I've not listed this one yet. I didn't want 2 of the same ones up at the same time, because the condition is quite different on these 2 bread bins. So anyway, this is the one that I'm grabbing now. This is going to the same person as the rice or vegetable steamer that I picked yesterday, and it's just up there. So that's it, nothing too fancy about this. It's made in Great Britain, this one, and probably from a boot sale for, I don't know, 50p or a pound. This is that bread bin, by the way, £30 plus postage. It's down there. I can't get to it right now. I'm probably going to leave this till last, or maybe even do it this evening or something. Got enough on right now. So it is now 47 items to go out. There's one more item upstairs which I'll go grab now, and then I'm going to get packaging. I've just had to go and buy some bubble wrap from the shop, which nearly killed me, at £2 per tiny little roll. I'm going to struggle today for packaging, but you know, we do have a load of card. We've got, I think we'll have enough boxes just about, but it's going to pretty much wipe me out of boxes. So I have got some on the way. Hopefully they will arrive maybe today, and the bubble wrap will arrive at some point while we're doing this packaging, hopefully, because I don't think we're gonna have enough otherwise. But I've got these little eBay boxes, but all of my regular kind of eBay boxes and a load of other boxes that I got that were kind of between that size and the kind of pinky orangey eBay boxes, all of them gone. Used them all. So yeah, we're gonna struggle a little bit, but we will do it. And the last item is this. This went for £15.26. This, again, 15% off sale. A lot of this stuff has been, which is really good. It has worked, that sale. It's done me well. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, where is this item? I don't feel like I've seen this for ages and ages. I had a bit of a sort out of some of the board games, and I'm thinking it wasn't up there. We had a sort out of all these containers. It wasn't in there. But I've just come up and straight away I've seen it. It's just here. Do you know, like when something's been somewhere for so long that it just kind of blends in to the surroundings? And that's what this was doing. So that's it. I got this from a charity shop. I remember the charity shop. I think it was £4.50 if I remember rightly. So what, £9 profit, £9–10 profit, something like that. Not too bad. And that's it. Let's go and get all this stuff packaged up. I'm doing my best. I'm going to do my best. It's me and my partner doing it, and I'm hoping we can get it done by 1 o'clock, like lunchtime. 1 o'clock is what I am thinking. That gives me 3 hours and 25 minutes to do it. Do you think we can do it in that time? I'm going to really kind of try and motivate myself to get it done. There's a few highly fragile items amongst all this. I'm going to do it. Let's go. The bubble wrap has just arrived. We have just literally run out. We were thinking we we're going to have to leave some of the stuff till maybe another day. But it is here, so we can get the last bits done right now. So everything is packaged. It's just gone 1, so we almost made it for 1 o'clock. But yeah, not too bad. We're just doing the labels now, so we're going to get all this to the Hermes shop. Hopefully they actually accept them in. We will see. Got a few raw mails as well. Most of them are going Hermes though, every. So I'm back and I only had to go to 2 every shops. 1 took in the vast majority of them, but wouldn't take in the big Megazord thing. So that went to another shop who accepted it in. So yes, not too bad in the end. So I have no idea off the top of my head exactly how much we are making here. So I will be working it out when I edit the video. So on the screen now is how much money we should be making. I really don't know on this. Like, I know there's a lot of items, but it's a lot of there's a lot of lower end things amongst them. So I really don't know, but there it is on the screen. And if this is my last video before Christmas, then I wish you a Merry Christmas. I hope you have a good time, and I will probably see you in the new year. I usually have a little break from videos over the Christmas period, but we will see. There might be one. But for now, that is it. Thank you for watching, and thanks for watching all year. I do appreciate it. Hope you have a good one. See you in the next one. Cheers.